KO the base here. We lit tonight. Y'all come through, man. Y'all know how we gonna show up and show out. See y'all all in the building.
What's good with y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Morning After Show. It's your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV with the singing OG KQKC Boxing Network. KQ, what's up with you, man? How you doing?
Man, what's going on with you, man? I'm doing all right. Yes, sir.
Good,
Little
man.
hoarse, but I'm doing all right, man. Yes, sir.
Calling them fights like you do gonna mess that voice up, man. You gotta get you some tea and some honey, man.
Man, oh man. I got the honey, baby, but I ain't got the tea.
You got the tea already. Well, look, y'all, we got a lot to talk about today. I'm gonna see who in the building so far, and then we're gonna get straight to it for y'all since we're running a little late today. Shout out to Hunter on the Hunt, homie and channel member to the channel. What's up with you? We got Evan Houdini in the building. What's good? Ray Patterson, what's happening with you? Brother Huey Q, I see you in the building. What's up with it, man? Dundrick them, what's happening with you, man? Salute my homie Crush the Legend in the building. We got oh shoot, where it go? We got Brandon House in the building. What's up, Brandon? We got Vincent Williams in the building. We got Undery Pennant in the building. What's good? Nate Dog One, what's happening with you? Andrew Gray, what's up? I see you, bro. Salute to you, Andrew Gray. Who else we got in the building, bro? We got AD Solo. What's up with the AD? Oh, it's tripping, y'all. I don't know what's going on. AD Solo in the building. My homie DC Dre, what's up with it? Shoney Bo in the building, what's good? Dog 215, what's happening? And we got Mo G in the building. What's good, man? Y'all smash that like button as you come in here. Let us know you in the building by dropping a comment. If y'all want to donate to the channel, please hit that super chat or that Cash App button. We got KQKC's Cash App on there as well. Y'all show us some love for the hard work this morning. Teach, I see you. What's up with you, man? Salute to my homie Teach in the building. So look, OG, man, it was two cards that we got to get through today. It was the top rank card, where we saw a unification fight. We saw Keyshawn Davis in that.
You going in and out. Knockout. You going in and out, knockout. You going in and out, knockout.
Saw Keyshawn Davis' brother Kelvin Davis. Sam Torres.
You breaking up, knockout. There you go. All right. All right. Like he was saying. All right. We talking about Keyshawn Davis. All right. Keyshawn Davis. He was on undercard. He was on the undercard on the ESPN Plus card. Of course, Jhanibeck was the main event, and also we had Torres. All right. So we got a lot of fights that we're gonna go over. All right. I'll get knocked out a minute. Okay. He gonna get his equipment together. You know how that goes sometimes. All right. He be right back. Now, but still in all, we got the Tszyu card. All right, we're gonna talk about Tszyu. We're gonna talk about Tszyu and of course Flores. That was a good cold main event. I mean, they let their hands go. And me and Knockout Boss, we're gonna talk about that. All right, we're gonna talk about Dr. Marks is in the building. What's going on, Dr. Marks? All right, yes, sir. And yes, also want to talk about Calvin Davis. Yes, Calvin Davis, yes, sir. He's the tall, he got the long reach, but he don't have no muster on those punches. All right, we're gonna talk about that. All right, we're gonna talk about all the other fights also. Now, of course, big heavyweight action. Yes, sir, Guido, and also my man, I forgot his name. What Turner? Hell, I don't even know. It's really not important to me. But anyway, it just wasn't. They wasn't fundamentally sound. Neither one of them was. All right, so we're gonna talk about that. Okay, so we pretty much gonna go over most of the ESPN Plus, and also we're gonna go in the Tszyu main card, and of course the undercard. All right,
Mic check. Can you hear me, OG?
yeah, he real good. Okay.
Yeah, Keyshawn Davis sabotaged my internet because he want me to say that he put on a good performance when he didn't. I don't know what the fuck going on, but anyway, we good, we good now. Before we get to all that, man, and we got a lot to talk about. Before we get to all that, though, man, Gervonta Tank Davis made a post on Twitter that I wanted to talk about. Let me find it so I can read it here.
Okay.
He basically saying that the judge won't let him train properly because she won't let him leave the state of Maryland to train. Did you see that?
No,
Do
I
you know?
haven't seen it.
Okay, here, let me find it. I'll read it to you. He
Okay.
said so. He says the judge is stopping me from training the proper way. She won't let me. She want me in Maryland with my life in danger every effing day. So basically, he's trying to get permission to train outside of the state of Maryland because of his situation with the court. She's not allowing him to. And he's lashing out at her over that. He deleted the tweet, but we caught it. We screenshotted it, and so I have it right here. But what do you think of that, man? What do you think of his comments? Good, bad, and different. What do you think of him basically taking the shot at his judge and also and posting that on Twitter for the world to see, man?
Okay. Okay. Damn me. Pin it. Okay. I see you, man. Okay. I go in there and unblock you. When was the last time you was on my show, brother? All right. If you can remember, put it in there. Okay. There's two ways I can unblock you. All right. So anyway, one thing about it is, listen. When is Tank Davis? How long he's on probation?
I don't know. I don't know. Anybody in the chat, if you know, let me know. I know it's for a while though. I know it's for a
Okay.
minute.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, first of all, you cannot take shots at judges like that. All right? Because judges, they do watch and look at social media. They do all that. So taking it, okay, Bassiano said 3 years. Okay, that's a long time. That's a long time when you on probation and you got a judge like she is. She sounds like a no nonsense judge. So what Gervonta Davis gonna have to do with all the money that he has, he's gonna have to pretty much make the best of it. All right. I'm sorry. He's just gonna have to make the best of it or get a lawyer. Get a lawyer and you got to prove now. One thing about it, you got to prove what you're saying. You got to prove that your life is in danger. You got to prove that you can possibly get hurt. All right. Now, of course, she's gonna say, "Listen, hire bodyguards." You know how judges are. Judges are gonna be rough and tough on you. All right, especially when you're in a situation that he's in right now. So, basically, I would think that first of all, don't do that no more. Okay, he shouldn't have done that at all. Now I don't know if the judge seen it or not. I don't know if he deleted fast enough or not. But this is nothing but fueling, putting fire on on the gas. That's all, and put gas on the fire, whatever you want to call it, right? And that's the wrong thing to do. Knockout.
Yeah.
You don't play with no judges. All right, judges have free reign to a certain extent. Okay, and right, Gervonta Davis, I got a kind of feeling that she don't like him. All right, I got
Oh
a feeling
shit,
that
kinda shit, kinda shit. Boy, say,
right. So so
hey, they
so
had a the prosecution and the defense had a goddamn deal. She threw that shit out. She said this ain't good enough. What you mean? What you mean, kinda? Judges don't do that shit, man. Hey, the
I
people
was
that was charging him, the prosecution, the victims, he paid victims, the defense, they came up with a whole deal. Like they said, we cool with it. The DA said we cool with it. The defense team said we cool with it. She threw that shit out. What you
okay.
mean, kinda? She definitely don't like that nigga. I tell you this right now. He definitely can't stand him, boy.
Man, he need to be quiet, man. I understand. You could train anywhere. All right. You can train anywhere. It doesn't matter. All right. I know he might have better equipment or he want to train at a high altitude or something like that. But sometimes you just got to bite the bullet, especially in the situation you're in now. And you're going to have to make the best of it, knockout. That's what he's going to have to do because this judge is not going to change his mind, her mind. Now, he can have a good lawyer to say, hey, look, I got to make a case. This is why this man life is in danger. Blase, blase, blase. But of course, she gonna need some proof. She gonna need to know the reason why and things like that. So right now, I think he need to stay put. Don't sit there and defy her, and go in there and just pretty much do what she's saying do, and hopefully the 3 years will go by smoothly. So that's what I think. I think he should don't stay off of social media. That's what got Adrian Broner in trouble. Stay off of social media. All right. So that's what I think. Yep.
Already. So here's my take on it, man. Like y'all know, I fuck with Tank heavy. I rock with the young man. I want nothing but the best for him. But this is what I say, man. This just sound like some complaining shit to me, man. He just wanna. He first of all, she won't let your ass leave Maryland. Now, if she was saying the nigga got to stay in Baltimore, I would
Right.
understand that because it's the inner city and it's a lot of stuff to get into. It's that's it.
Right.
It's ghettos and hoods everywhere. But you know what? They also got OG in the whole state of Maryland. They got a lot of gated communities, bro. they
Yep.
got a lot of places where you can go be safe. It's a lot of fucking so this idea that his life is in danger. Look, bro, I'm not saying it
Yeah.
is. It isn't. What I am
Right.
saying, what I am saying is there are places that he can go where he gonna be all right. There are places
Right.
where he can go away from the area. You got politicians that live in Maryland. You got land developers that build all the shit that they have out there. It's some rich ass areas that he can go to where he'll be just fine and he can stay out the way and he ain't got to worry about nothing. As far as training the proper way, man, that
Uh-huh.
man just made tens and tens of millions of dollars fighting Ryan Garcia. He can bring everything he needs to him, bro.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
he can bring everything he needs to him. If he need a heavy bag, a speed bag, if he need them to build him a boxing ring, if he need a treadmill, if he need to run, he can have them build everything that he needs right
Mm-hmm.
there in front of him. He just don't want to. He just want to be able to move around. He young. He a millionaire. He tired of being in the same place. He probably want to go to
Exactly.
where it's sunny. You know what I'm saying? He want to go to where it's sunny at. You know what I'm saying? He like fashion and shit. He might want to go to New York, Fifth Avenue and shit. Go buy him some shit. You know what I mean? He can't do nothing. He might want to
Right.
go there off of Rodeo in LA and he can't move around how you want to move around. That's all this shit is, man. Homie can train. He can do whatever it is he need to do. He just need to make sure he don't break that probation. He just need to make
Right.
sure that he don't, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Because
Right.
last thing you want is your career to be ruined and shit. Now your ass is serving the rest of your time behind bars and shit.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I
Exactly.
mean? Now you can't do nothing. And eventually, he just got out a couple months ago. Eventually, bro, you'll be able to move around. You'll be
Exactly.
able to move around eventually, but you just got out a couple months ago, bro. Just hold tight, sit your head down somewhere. And anybody out there, man, you don't, especially in his position, bro, you don't talk about the person that got control over your life, bro. Like you
Oh
don't be
no.
talking about judges and shit. I don't give a fuck. She
Uh,
already showed you she not impartial. She already showed you that she trying to make an example out of you. The last thing you need to be doing is antagonizing that woman, because you know her homegirls. Look at what he said about you. She out to lunch and brunch and shit. Look at what he said about you. He deleted it, but we caught it. Look at what he said about you. Her homegirls, her fellow lawyer. You know how much, and you can't tell me the judge ain't got no pride. You know how much pride and stubbornness you gotta have to go to law school, be a lawyer, work your way up, become a judge and shit. You man, that lady, she looking for anything she can to try to stick it to your ass, man. So you just need to be quiet. Let your lawyers do their job. If your lawyers suck, go find you some good ass lawyers. I told them this the last time, so they can just do their job. Cause you making it hard for them to do their job when you do shit like this. So he just need to chill out. He just mad because he had some plans. It will happen, OG. In my opinion, he had some plans for Christmas and Thanksgiving. Cause it get cold. It get cold up there in Maryland. He done booked the flights and shit. He done did everything. He done booked the flights. Done rented him a house and shit. He think he finna go live good. And they tried to do the right thing to go get permission so he can leave, so he wouldn't get in trouble. She said, "Your ass ain't going nowhere. You got me fucked up." And then now he mad than the motherfucker. He got to spend Thanksgiving and Christmas in the snow and shit. He was trying to go to the beach and be all sunny and shit. That shit ain't happening. Your ass gonna be right there where it's cold at, man. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just do what you gotta do so you can get out that shit. Shout out Vincent Williams, 5-piece, no biscuit. He say, salute to KO and the singing OG. Appreciate you, brothers. Staying true to this boxing game. We all love. We got you, bro. We got you.
All right, Vincent Williams, man. We're gonna hook up, man, and go get some dinner, man. He's from Chicago. Dear Pennant. Okay, I got your name, man. All right. Yeah. Okay, soon I get off, I get you on.
Boxiana said she feel attacked. Why you say that attorneys are good people? I ain't saying attorneys ain't good people. I'm saying you probably a perfect example of that. Motherfucker better not cross you. somebody better not cross you. Shit, they go, hey, their ass gonna be in trouble. All good, man. Fuck all that. I ain't saying they bad people. They prideful, proud people with high levels of pride and high level of don't fuck with me. That's exactly what that judge is. You trying to make an example of that young man. It's his job not to let him, man. That's what I think of that. I wish him the best. But don't be typing shit publicly about the judge and just do whatever the hell she tell you, bro. Because it'd be a lot easier. You just do what she tell you. Don't give her no reason to fuck you up. You know what I mean? Get you out of there. But that's what I think of that, man. Let's get into these fights. You got anything else on that, OG?
Yes, sir. Some attorneys, they are cutthroat. Some attorneys ain't nothing and crooked too. I have seen a lot of attorneys get crooked and went to jail here in Chicago. So, you got some good and some bad. So I worked for a law firm once something, man, and man, they something else, man. It's about that money. They'll bill you unnecessarily. All right, they'll bill you by the hour unnecessary. They didn't even say nothing to you, but I'm printing out some paper. All right, but anyway, all right, I'm through, man. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
All right, man. All right, so this buzzsaw, this 7-fight knockout streak that this guy Richard Torres is on, man. This heavyweight Richard Torres went in there and stopped dude in the second round last night, man. What'd you think of what Richard Torres did yesterday, man?
Well, I think he's good. I think he's better. He's a great fighter. I'm trying to put it in a better term, but he's a good fighter. But we haven't seen it yet. Why? Because they keep feeding him these guys that's lower level than he is. Now he's an Olympian, and I know he's a great fighter, but he don't have a chance to really, really show his talent because he goes in there, he knocks out his opponent, maybe the first 2 or 3 rounds, and that's it. He haven't had a chance to show us the smoke. He haven't showed us his fundamentals. He haven't showed his skill set because they keep feeding him these lower level guys. Now if he finds someone that he can get some rounds in and fight someone with some competition, and then we get the chance to see what Richard Torres is made of. All right, that's what we got a chance to see. Right now, he know who he facing because we saw how he stepped on the gas in round number 1. He put the rush on him, and next thing you know, he just went in. I mean, he didn't even take his time. He went in, going to the body, going upstairs, going back to the body. Once again. So that's what he was doing. So man, oh man, I think the jury is still out, but I know he's a good fighter. All right, I know he's a good fighter, but man, I just think he just haven't had a chance to show us because he's not fighting that type of competition. And when he fighting that competition, I mean, man, I mean, it's kind of like, you know, it's like he just a hype job. But I know he's not a hype job. I'm telling you right now, this man can fight, but we can't tell because he's not in there with a good fighter. I mean, he's not in there with someone on his level. And I think that would be a great fight if you can match him up real well. And I get what Top Rank is doing. They're trying to get them, especially the prospects, and they're trying to get them some fights under their belts and things like that. And but still, I mean, I think Richard Torres is man. He's as good, but we just can't tell right now.
Yeah.
That's all.
I agree with a lot of what you said. Shout out to Paul Carey, 10-piece, no biscuit in that super chat. He say, been a minute since I caught up to y'all, but I'm here now. Salute, fellas. Salute, Paul. I know you busy, man. It's all good. Appreciate you coming by. Shout out to my homie Nate Dog 1, D1, 5-piece, no biscuit. Say, little support. Keyshawn Davis, a little overrated. Next, Floyd. Nah, he damn sure. They need to shut that shit up, boy. I'm gonna talk about it, though. They said Floyd and Miguel Cotto, boy.
Man, I know. I heard that. I saw that.
Yeah, man. Shout out my homie Big Dog Willie, hashtag TWT 5-piece, no biscuit. He say, a special salute to the notorious Haney court and Bill Captain America Haney. Come on, dog. We ain't even talking about them today. God damn. Devin Haney beat the Sun in a staring contest because Bill said so. Hashtag Kevin. Salute Big Dog Willie. It wouldn't be a show if Big Dog Willie ain't coming here talking that shit about Dev and them. Look, man. So to me, Richard Torres, I like him, OG. I'm with you though. I'm waiting on him to fight somebody taller than him. If you go look at who they've been putting him in there with, all these guys is 6'3", 6'4", kind of like him because he's a shorter, smaller, heavyweight, and he's good at chopping his feet, getting inside, and all that. But he got knocked out in the amateurs by Jalalov, a big 6'7" southpaw who actually won the gold medal. Richard Torres got the silver medal in the Olympics. Jalalov is the gold medalist. He's also signed to Top Rank. And so I want to see what he look like against somebody that's long, that got some reach, that's able to keep him at bay and catch him coming in and shit before I just crown him. Cause like you said, bro, he just bum rushing all these dudes.
Yep.
He be like, bro, the matchmaking is so bad. I've been picking his ass to win by knockout in the first couple of rounds for like the past 3 or 4 fights, and he been making me money every goddamn time he fights.
Yeah.
Like, I know for a fact these dudes don't even deserve to be in the ring with him, man. It's bad, you know what I mean? So he did what he did. He had a good performance. He did what he was supposed to do. So I'm not poo-pooing the performance or anything like that. But come on, man, like these silver medalists, these Keyshawn Davises, Richard Torres and shit, like when we gonna see them matched up tough, bro? In the case of Richard Torres, I thought Keyshawn Davis was matched tough in his fight last night, but Richard Torres, man, it's time for us to see what he really got. Because, bro, if you keep putting him in there with this level of competition, we won't know. Exactly. We won't know. So great performance. He did what he's supposed to do, but I need to see more. I need to see more, and I need to see him. I need to see him in there with somebody that's not his size. Because eventually, if he's gonna be at the top of the division, if he's gonna fight the guys that we want to see him fight, he gonna be in there with somebody long. Put him in there with who they just threw Jared Anderson would put him in there with Charles Martin. Let's see what he looks like against Charles Martin, bro. You know what I mean? Shout out to Rick Tim, 5-piece in the CashApp, no business. He said, good luck tomorrow night versus the Chargers. Psych. He want us to lose, man. That's fucked up. He put the psych on there. That's messed up, Rick. All right, man. Let's get to the next fight. I'm gonna go back and forth between the two. I want to talk about that Rock'em Sock'em contest down there in Australia between Sam Goodman and Miguel Flores, the co-main event. They only showed 2 cards on two fights on that Showtime card. This was the first one. Miguel Flores, Sam Goodman. Sam Goodman got the victory. What'd you think of that fight, man?
Man, great featherweight fight. I mean, it was great. Flores let his hands go. Goodwin letting his hands go. Flores, right now, he was going down to the body, but he was straining a little low. And no, and of course the referee took some points away. Matter of fact, he took 2 points away. And but I mean, Goodman is fast. Goodman is fast on the counter. He's fast with the jab. He's fast with the overhand right. Everything he did last night, he was fast. Now, Flores, he's fast also. But Flores was focusing on the body. He was focused on the left and right level and going downstairs to the body. That's what he was doing. Now, a good one, he was focused upstairs. He was going to the headshots. He was going straight right down the middle with the straight right. But he was real fast. He was twisting Flores' head around, So, these guys were not lateral movement. All right. It wasn't that many jabs were thrown. It was just slapping jabs and, trying to take each other head off. They was right there letting that leather fly. And, man, it was a very entertaining fight, and I like it. But, like I say, I would like to see some more fundamentals. Now, of course, any fighter can stand there and just throw hands. All right, just rock 'em, sock 'em, robot. But I like to see some jabs. I like to see some lateral movement. I like to see you set up the shots. I like boxing all the way around. Right now, that fight last night, that was the battle of the who has the most gas in their tank and who has the speed. That's what it was. Now, I'm a type of old school guy. I want to see it all set up for the big shot, for the big win. I want to see you break them down. That's what I want to see. Now, they was breaking each other down, but that was cause they were throwing left, right, upstairs, downstairs, but they would not move an inch. All right? They was right there comfortable, right in front of each other. And they did not move. They did not step around. They did not use no angles. They didn't even hardly jab. All right. All they was doing was straight rights, left right, straight rights, left rights. That's what they was doing. But like I say, it was a good fight. I think Goodman got some speed on his hands, and I think Goodman's gonna be a threat at featherweight. I think he's gonna be a threat at featherweight, and just throw some lateral movement in there with him. All right, throw some jabs in there. All right, and I think he'll be all right. And then Flores, yes, he got hit with a body shot. That put him down. Now, this referee, I don't know what the hell he was doing last night. But I'm serious, man, because he just jumped in there at the wrong time. At the wrong time, and when Goodwin almost had the man out, all right, he calls a timeout to put the damn mouthpiece back in. All right, he stopped the action, and that referee did it twice, but Goodwin, he was on a roll. But that gave the other fighter Florence a chance to recoup. All right, to get his head together, shake out them cobwebs, right? But then Goodman got right back on that jab. He got right back on a body shot, liver shot, uppercut. But they were throwing leather, and you know what? Both of them guys, one of big knockout, and I'm surprised. But these are featherweights, all right? You're not gonna have a big stick at featherweight. But still, in all, I think it was. I gotta go look. I didn't get a chance to look, but I really would like to know how many punches were thrown together with both guys. Both guys were throwing a lot of shots. I'm talking about 80 to plus 100 per person, per fighter, per round. All right, so that's what I was looking at. So I got to see how many shots they was throwing. So, but that's all I have on that.
Yeah, man, I thought Sam Goodman coming off of his victory, that's the guy that beat Raees Aleem last time Raees Aleem fought. So I think coming off of that victory, he had a lot of confidence. And that's why you saw what you saw, because he usually got good distance control. He usually uses jab, manages distance well and all of that. But I guess he felt Miguel Flores' power or lack thereof and just decided that he was going to bang it out with him. And he showed that he can bang with you. He went to the body well. Miguel Flores tried to fight like a soldier, but Miguel Flores, it's hard when you get older to go back down in weight because, he's been fighting at like 130, 135. He's the guy that fought Abner Mares, and Abner Mares is returned, and they fought to a draw. That's the same guy. So Miguel Flores dropped all the way down to fight Sam Goodman at 122 pounds, and maybe that's why he was probably weak. That's why he was probably soft to the body. That's why Sam Goodman was able to outwork him and take advantage of him. And so Sam Goodman put on a good performance. I agree with you at 122 pounds because that's where they fight at. He could probably be a player. as long as he don't run into Monster anyway, he'll be all right. he might win a world title. He wait for Monster anyway to drop them hoes. He might have a shot, but he's a good top level 122 pounder. The division is not that deep, so he has a good jab. He's long for the division. So yeah, I look forward to seeing Sam Goodman continue. I want to see him outside of Australia though, OG. Everybody having to come to Australia to fight him. I want to see you. Like, let me see you go on the road. Let me see you go in somebody's backyard because he's fighting where he's comfortable. And that time change, this is the second guy that's had to come over from America to fight him. That time change is something serious. And you know, guys like Miguel Flores, guys like Raees Salim, they don't have the money to come there for 3 weeks early like a Devin Haney is able to do. So like, they ain't making that type of money, bro, to where they can just like, so they probably got to come the week of. Body can't get all the way acclimated to it, you know, and they ain't staying as comfortably. So I want to see what he look like coming over here to America. You know what I mean? And having to fight the top guys over here, and that's what he gonna have to do if he want to fight a Monster anyway. Assuming Monster anyway still at 122 and he defending, shit, you gonna have to take your ass to Japan. You ain't fighting in Australia, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you come up to 126 and they want to get you in there with Roelly Ramirez or somebody like that, bro, they ain't coming to Australia. You're going to have to bring your ass over here. So you might as well get started on that and do that now. But overall, a good performance from him. He showed me that he can bang in box. He's a versatile fighter. Head is on the line. He does move in straight lines, but he hasn't fought anybody that can take advantage of it. So we'll see what he does moving forward. King Larry, what's up with you, man? Salute to you. All right, so moving forward with Drury Hines, what up? Moving forward, man. We got to talk about this because I got a couple of things after the fight I want to talk about too. Keyshawn Davis and Nahir Albright, they had they back and forth before the fight. Keyshawn said he gonna step on them, and they were going back and forth. They stole the press conferences on Friday. OG, they was the most entertaining part of all them press conferences on Friday. But when we get to the fight, it didn't go how a lot of people thought it would go. Keyshawn Davis wins by majority decision, not unanimous. One person scored at a draw on their cards. One person scored at 96-94. Another judge scored at 97-93. They saw a close fight. What did you see when you were watching that Keyshawn Davis and Nahir Albright fight?
You know what? I saw a close fight too, but I saw Albright take over the first half of the fight. Now Keyshawn, that's who he is. All right, he think every opponent is easy, and pretty much it might be with the help of Bob Arum or top rank matchmaker. You know, so but Keyshawn thought he was gonna go in there, work the jab, you know, try to measure, try to time him, but there go Albright. Albright got a longer reach, but Albright was awkward. He was very awkward, and that's hard to time when you're an awkward fighter. But Albright was popping Keyshawn with that jab, and Keyshawn couldn't know whether the jab was coming or not. So Keyshawn was on the back foot. And listen, all these fighters always trying to do this shoulder roll thing. You know, it doesn't work on everyone. It just doesn't work. So Keyshawn, he was trying to do that on putting the shoulder down and holding the foam and trying to do this, and he was getting hit. He was leaving himself open and getting hit. That's what it was. But then, of course, Keyshawn in the second half of the fight, he started coming along. Then he started kind of roughhousing on him, Albright. And Albright was pretty much taking it and just as well as giving it back. Then Keyshawn again. And this is immaturity in Keyshawn. Keyshawn always got the clown while he in there. He gonna find himself on his back on that canvas. He always got a clown and pretty much showboat. It's not like he's winning, like he's a hell of a fighter. I mean, but still in all, he did what he had to do just to make it close, because that was a close fight. Now, I would say it should have been a draw, because I think Albright was doing good work with the jab. I think he was doing good work downstairs to the body. And there go Keyshawn again going down to the body himself. So I think it should have been a draw, but of course, Keyshawn is his top rank, and you know how that go. But Albright, I think he won the first half of that fight. I think he was throwing some great jabs, and because he had the longer reach. But Keyshawn, once again, he sit there and he holding that left hand down, and he throwing it from the knee, of course, and then he trying to come over with the right hand. and he was sure with the right hand. But every time he was trying to throw it, and that was he kind of hesitant because he was getting hit with a counter jab. And of course, like I said, Albright reach was longer. So I mean, but Keyshawn did what he had to do, and he started kind of breaking him down, let his hands go just a little bit, not very much, But that was a close fight for Keyshawn and Albright. So of course Keyshawn came out with the win, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I think Keyshawn Davis is a high B plus fighter. That's how I look at him. I'm not gonna say he's the A fighter. I'm gonna say he's a B plus fighter. That's what I'm gonna call him. That's how I look at him.
Yeah, so I got huge red flags going off about Keyshawn Davis, and it's not a lot to do with the fight. I'm gonna get to it in a minute. But as far as the fight itself, I thought he did good timing. Nahir Albright, I thought he landed the cleanest shots overall. What I will say though is he does look weak in the clinch. He looked like so when Nahir was jumping in on him to clinch him, it's like he just let him do it and his hands was free and he could have been working to the body. And then when Keyshawn himself tried to clinch, he didn't look very strong in the clinch. So that was one thing for me. And then I'm wondering, OG, like he seemed like more of a front runner than a dog. Cause a dog would have bit down in that 9th and 10th round and would have bit down.
Yeah.
When he got hurt at the end of the 8th round, it looked like he just tried to cruise. And I look for shit like that. Cause eventually
you talking about when Keyshawn got hit with that right hand?
Yeah.
When he had Albright against the rope.
He got hit flush.
Yeah.
He got hit flush, but what I'm saying is though, like once that happened, he didn't try to turn up. He didn't bite down. He just cruised. Right. And I look for shit like that. Like I watch for shit like that because eventually somebody gonna make you sit down and fight, and you're gonna have to bite down. And if you can't bite down against Nahir Albright, and Nahir Albright getting the 10th round, and he's still confident to where he coming at you, he letting his hands go, you still just trying to move around the ring, and then finally the last 30 seconds, you start letting your hands go, and you look sloppy doing it.
Right.
I'm looking at you sideways. So I think he did enough to win the fight. I scored a 7-3 myself. My only concern is if he supposed to be who they put him up there with, because they tell me that he already up there, don't put him on the level of Frank Martin. You know what I mean? Don't put him on the level of Abdullah Mason. Put him, he already Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Tank Davis, Lomachenko. He already on that level. From what I saw last night, any of them guys I just named, bro, it's a whitewash.
There you go.
It's a whitewash. That shoulder roll shit is your main defense. That shit not gonna work at this level, bro. No. You gotta have a high guard too. You gotta catch and shoot. Your guard gotta be active. You gotta have some distance control. You can't be going into a shoulder roll every time somebody come at you like that. And he was reacting. That's the other thing too that I forgot to mention. He reacted to everything that Nahir Albright was doing. He was fidgety in there. Every single feint that Nahir Albright threw, every single one, Keyshawn will react to it, and that's a problem, bro. If you in there overreacting to shit, people can set you up easy, specifically at the highest level. So we'll see. It's rumored that he's fighting Jose Pedraza on December the 9th. And so we'll see how that goes. But I wasn't impressed. If I had to grade his performance, I say like maybe a C plus B. You know what I mean? He got the W, but a lot of things to work on. He got to work on refusing the clinch because I'm telling you, man, at the beginning of that fight, if you look at it, Nahir Albright would jump in. He would have Keyshawn around the shoulders, OG. Keyshawn left and right hand would be free, and he would just wait for the judge to break them up. I'm like, bro, his whole body is open. You need to be throwing hooks and shit to get him up off of you, and you not doing none of that. And so I just, you know what I mean? I wasn't impressed. I wasn't impressed at all, but I got a huge red flag about him, and I want to ask you about him. So after the fight, they interviewed Keyshawn in the ring, and Keyshawn Davis said, "Hey, Nahir Albright, he's a great fighter. You know, all my antics, all my shenanigans before the fight, that's just to sell the fight. But he's a great fighter. He's a hell of a fighter." And he gave him his respect. What do you think of that? What do you think of Keyshawn saying that after the fight was over?
I think he was trying to be unprofessional, but then again, he knew that that guy was bringing it last night. You know, Albright was bringing it. Now, I kind of, I don't know how quite to make of that. But I think Keyshawn know that he got a lot of work to do. I know that he's saying, okay, hey, I'm fighting this guy Albright, and then we got Martin up there. I mean, we got Davis down there, and I mean, you got security. I mean, so he knows that he's at the bottom of the food line, food train. You know, so he's gonna have to step it up. He's gonna have to step it up. He got a lot of work to do because what he did last night, that wasn't a good showing. That wasn't a good showing at all. Now he did give Albright his props because Albright went the distance. Albright didn't get knocked down or hurt at all. Matter of fact, he hurt Keyshawn more than Keyshawn hurt him. So I think he realizing now, that he gonna have to step up his game because you in there, and if you doing all this, running your mouth, and you fighting like that, then that means that okay, the wolf tickets are coming. All right, that's what it is. And so I think he realized that he's not that talented like the other fighters. So he saw that, I saw it, and I think everybody else saw it. Albright, no, he's not that big superstar, anything like that. He's an average fighter that broke down a silver medalist. All right, I'll get him a good fight, not break him down, but get him a great fight. That's what I see. Now I don't know Davis what he meant by that, but yeah, that's the gist of it. And he got a gift last night. I believe he got a gift last night. But he did score the more eye-opening shots. Going to the body, using the jab, going back downstairs to the body. So I think he got it. He deserved to win last night. So that's all I have on it.
So the reason that's a huge red flag to me because basically you let me know that all that shit you do be fake, bro. That you really don't believe all the shit that you be talking. And to me, and then you couple that with the fact with how once Nahir Albright stood it up on him, how he stood it up on him at the end of the fight, and he just coasted towards the end. That tell me everything I need to know, bro. I got questions whether or not he a real dog.
Yeah,
cause me, like, so you basically just selling the fight, you doing shenanigans and shit, and you saying a bunch of shit you don't really believe. You really got mad respect for your opponent. You really don't think that you're gonna run over him like that. You just selling the fight. That's what you're saying. So you didn't believe none of that shit. I don't like that, bro. I don't like that because now I know if it get real competitive for you, if shit get real in there, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What's that gonna look like for you? So I never like, especially a fighter. I never like when a fighter admits that everything that they was doing was fake. Everything he was doing. So all the shit that I liked about Friday and how he was telling how he was gonna step on that dude and all that. Oh, you wasn't really trying to step on him. You were just trying to get me to talk about you. You were just trying to sell the fight. Nah, bro, like cause you gonna be in there with somebody. You gonna say all that shit to them trying to sell the fight. They gonna say all that shit to you, but they really gonna mean it. They really gonna mean it. And guess what? They not gonna be in there all right. They gonna be just as talented, if not more talented than you. You gonna be saying that shit, popping that shit, trying to sell the fight. They gonna be saying that shit, popping that shit, trying to beat your ass.
Yes,
it's a difference, bro. And I know it seemed like nothing now because I agree with what Rick Tim's put in the chat. It seemed like nothing today because number one, he won and he was the more talented fighter. But when you give him people that are just as good as you, when you get him that amped up, because see, he got Nahir Albright amped up. He said all that shit, and Nahir Albright came to fight. He wasn't laying down. He fought all the way to the end because Keyshawn motivated him with all that shit that he was talking. And Nahir Albright just wasn't good enough. He just wasn't talented enough. Talk all that shit, trying to sell the fight, getting in the ring with somebody that's a dog and somebody that's good and see how that shit go for you. So I didn't like that, man. That's a huge red flag to me. Like, don't just be yourself. Just be
Exactly.
yourself. You ain't gotta do all that shit. If it's shenanigans, if it's just to sell the fight,
Showboating, yeah.
really you, then bro, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Just be yourself, and people will like you for who you are. They won't, because that was one of my favorite things about him. Now I don't even like that about him no more, because I know it's fake. I used to like hearing him talk shit, and he do this to this fighter, and he do that to that fighter and shit, and Devin Haney this, and he can get in there with Tank right now. He'll beat this person ass and beat that person ass.
Oh yeah.
Now I'm wondering, do you really believe that shit, bro? So that's what I thought of it, man. I ain't like it, man. You got anything else on that, OG?
Yeah, I was just trying to ask this question last night. You know, Bomac just got out, right?
Yeah.
When he went in, he had a curl and everything. I was just trying to find out who braided his hair.
I don't know what that shit was, man. Probably
I'm just saying, you know,
probably his cellmate, man. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know why you doing Bomac like that, man. I don't know, man.
I just know, cause back in the days, baby, man, you know.
Oh no,
I'm just asking. It just look nice. I just asking who braided it.
Hey, and they straight back. No design. Hey, no design on the hoes. Straight back, bro.
Yes, sir.
Come on, man. You ain't shit, man. That's wrong, man. You ain't shit, man. You wrong, motherfucker, man.
All right,
who braided his hair? Damn.
Yeah, I just wanted because he had to braid it up now. That's all.
Yeah, Dave father say you better chill. He said in the interview that he keep 2 or 3 guns on.
Yeah, I know. You hear that? I'm like, man, you got all that money, man. You better get you a security, man.
I don't know how he keep them hoes on his hip. He can't reach that motherfucker.
That's what I was gonna say, man.
How you that big and you reach that shit, man? I'm glad he home though, man.
I don't like to see nobody locked up, man. That ain't cool. Yeah, so.
Man.
Shout out to Goodman. Yeah.
But man, I gotta get to this Showtime main event, man. Tszyu, Brian Mendoza, man. Tszyu.
I got a bone to pick with you about that, man. So this goes to show you. This going to show you that me and Knockout, we partners on Sundays, but we don't always agree.
What happened?
We definitely don't agree because we'll
get to it. Let's talk about the fight first. We'll get to it. I know what you're talking about. But Tszyu, Brian Mendoza, man, hey, good fight. But Tszyu, goddamn savage in that ring, man. What you think of that fight, man?
Okay, what I think of it was that Brian Mendoza, first of all, he got a beard. You're right, he has a beard on him.
He got a chin on him.
Yeah, man, he do got a chin on him. And Tszyu, yes, great puncher, got power, no doubt about it. But I don't think that he's that fighter. I don't think he can beat Jamel Charlo. I don't think he moves like that. He has feet. Okay, matter of fact, he reminds me of a David Benavidez. He got power, but don't have any foot movement. That's what I look at. I see he don't have no foot movement whatsoever. And he's slow on his feet. Yes, he did take his time. Why he took his time? Because he was trying to find out, because Mendoza was throwing punches from different angles. Mendoza was using both hands to measure and pretty much, give him that herky-jerky style a little bit. And Tszyu was kind of not confused, but trying to time him. But it's hard to time someone that moves like that. Now, yes, Tszyu has a lot of power, but as you look and see, as Mendoza was throwing the right hand, going downstairs to the stern, Tszyu kept his hands just like in the posture like this, and he was getting hit, and he was leaning over to his right. Now, if Mendoza had a longer reach, he would have caught him with that right hand. All right, he was just leaning over and barely got hit with the right hand, but if Mendoza had an overhand right, he would. But Tszyu was buying his time, though. He was trying to find an opening. But when he found the opening, then he let go with another right and left. Now, hold it right there. Tszyu got be one of the most dirtiest fighters at one.
Why you call him dirty? What he do? And shout out real quick. Shout out Kurt Douglas, man. 5 piece in that cash app. I appreciate you, Kurt. Go ahead, OG. What do you do, man? What do you do?
Tszyu was hitting rabbit punches behind the head all night. All night, Tszyu was hitting behind the head. Tszyu was pushing up Mendoza head with the open glove. All right. Now, I do understand a couple when Tszyu was trying to hit out of the clinch. Okay, you gotta protect yourself at all times. But Tszyu was chopping him down with the right hand, and he was right behind the head and the ear. And the referee let that go on. The ref still let that go on, and he did not say too much or take no points away. And Tszyu, like I say, he was pretty much, just being in there wrestling, and he was trying to hit him and bang him, and his head was down, and Tszyu was holding. He was holding him up with the left hand and trying to hit with the right hand, and you can't do that. But he did it anyway. Now I see how Shakira Stevenson does in a southpaw stance. The southpaw stance, you block with the right, go down the stairs to the body. All right, but I think that what Tszyu was trying to do. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, though I think he was trying to do. But he was pretty much holding Mendoza. And Mendoza was trying to get out the way. And he had a great movement last night, Mendoza. Shout out to Mendoza. He fought a good methodical fight. He stayed moving, but then where he went
He was
wrong, got
moving, boy.
knocked
He was
out.
moving around that goddamn ring, boy.
Yeah, oh yeah, he was moving out that ring because that's what I said, that you can't stand in front of Tszyu, just like you can't stand in front of Canelo. You can't stand in front of no big puncher. And then I said, well, I look at Canelo, big puncher. I look at David Benavidez, big puncher. Then I look at Tszyu, a big puncher. But you look downstairs at their feet, all right, very slow, quicksand, very slow. But I just never
That's
seen
why
a
they
lot
got
of.
that power. They planting them bitches. That's why they got them power, OG. They planting them hoes to throw. They planting them feet and throwing them bitches. Go ahead. Yeah.
There you go. There you go. And that what caught Mendoza. Mendoza kept call. I was calling the fight, but I was saying, man, he need to get off the ropes. All right, he need to get off the ropes. He need to get off the ropes because that was setting him up. All right, there go Barney. He's from down under, baby. Yes, sir. Good brother. All right, yes, sir. But still in all, I mean, Tszyu, he was buying his time, and he was throwing the right hands, and he was quick with the right hands. But that was Mendoza. Mendoza got caught in the corner a lot. And I think that petrol was running out too on him. All right. And the body shots by Tszyu, they hurt. They might not look like it did, but they did. He's heavy handed. He's very handed, very heavy handed. And so but I mean, still in all, Tszyu is a very dangerous puncher. I will say that. And you got to be careful. You got to watch him because he's very, very sneaky with that right hand. Next thing you know, he'll give you that come forward. The next you know, he'll let off 1-2 real fast because you can see the sweat popping off Mendoza. You can see the eye on Mendoza. You can see that left eye on Mendoza from that right hand. Right
Yeah.
eye from that left hand about Mendoza.
Yeah,
But
that boy
yeah,
Tszyu. I see
yeah,
y'all
he
in the
got
chat.
power.
I hear you, OG. Y'all underrating the fuck man. Tszyu, a goddamn dog. I can't. All right, y'all go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, OG. Go ahead.
Okay, but no, yes, I will give Tszyu credit for winning last night. He did get the knockout. No, he thought he was going to get the knockout, but he didn't. He fought a good methodical fight. He took his time. He thought about it. He took his time in trying to find an opening. But of course, Mendoza was moving and everything. He couldn't time him. But I see him fighting the top 54 pounders, and I don't think he can handle Jamel movement. I don't think he can handle Jamel movement and power. Jamel does have a chin on him too, if he's back down at 154. That's if he comes back down. But still in all, that will be a good fight. That will be a good fight. Called Mendoza. No, he had a chance. He had more than a punch of chance to win that fight last night, and he got a beard on him too. But now that ain't Fedora. That's not Fedora. Tszyu is a big guy with a big stick, and he walks with a big stick, and that's hard to put down. So shout out to Tszyu. He did a great job, and he is going to be a problem at 154. So that's all I have on.
All right, so shout out Bonnie Murray Riri, 5-piece, no biscuit. He say Kangaroo S can box. Salute KO Boxing ACTV and Singing OG AKQKC and Bullet in the Kilo. I see y'all in the building, man. What's good? Look, man, so I saw Brian Mendoza try to use his lateral movement, try to walk Tszyu in the shots, and he caught Tszyu with a couple of them. Tszyu showed a good beard on him. Brian Mendoza did have power, and he got the heart of a goddamn lion and a warrior, and he stood
You
on
ain't
his
lying.
let his nuts drop and tried his best, and he took some goddamn vicious shots in that goddamn fight. For Tszyu though, I see fast hands. I see methodical. I see a good stiff power jab. I see him walking people down in a slow, patient way. He knew Mendoza was trying to walk him into something, so he spent the first round setting up clean shots and clean punches. And when he get inside on you, y'all call it dirty. I agree he was doing some illegal shit, but the shit that I said Keyshawn Davis didn't have, he got that shit. He mean. If the ref don't come over there and tell you to break up, he gonna throw them motherfuckers and he gonna let them bitches go. And he gonna let them go. He gonna let them go till the ref tell him to stop. And them bitches hurt. You dealing with a fighter that hit hard and he know he hit hard. That's why he's so patient. That's why he don't rush nothing. And that's a dangerous ass fighter, specifically the back half of the fight, if you wear down in the fight. So I was very impressed with what I saw from him, because the same type of shots that Goucher was able to walk him into and put him down in their fight, Tszyu didn't fall for that shit in their fight. And he was very, very he was very, very good, man. He was very good in this fight. And I'm impressed. I think honestly at 154, like shit, Bud Crawford ain't there yet. And y'all, and I'm gonna talk to OG about this, but y'all in the chat too. I see everybody talking about Jamel and all that shit. How y'all know that when Tszyu cracked Jamel ass, how y'all know he gonna fight back? How y'all know he gonna fight back? Cause I just saw what he did with Canelo. Y'all giving him a lot of the benefit of the doubt. Plus he went up to 167 pounds and got to come back down to 154. How y'all know the weight cut gonna go good? How y'all know he ain't gonna still be hungry when he see that Canelo check hit his goddamn bank account? I got questions, bro. I know Tszyu is awkward. And he coming, and he just like his daddy, bro. Like that is something about the angle and how he delivers shots. His right hand don't even look right. His right hand look like he throw it from his chest right behind the goddamn jab, and the shit come fast, and it don't look like it's hard. But it's hard, bro. So I was impressed last night. I love what he did to Brian Mendoza. This dude was on the hot streak. He just stopped Jason Rosario. He had just stopped Sebastian Fundora, and Tszyu went in there and beat him up. He went in there and basically, for lack of a better word, he beat him up. He did exactly what David Benavidez did to Caleb Plant, except for he didn't lose the whole first half of the fight to do it. So, I hear everybody saying he trash and this and that. Okay. All right, man. That boy a dog. He a dog and he awkward and he gonna fight and he gonna time some shit. He fuck around and time that jab or one of them left hooks Jamel like to throw, and then we got action. I want to see if Jamel gonna sit down and fight. So, yeah, OG, I said what I said, man. I think Jamel got a problem with Tszyu, man.
Now, I think
he got a problem with him, man.
Now, you just asked the question, okay? Yeah. What Jamel gonna do when he get down to 154? He got to, going back down from 168 or 167. He weighed in. All right. First of all, don't take the Tszyu fight right away. All he needs.
Why not?
Wait, hold on.
Why not? Oh, you need a tune-up. Tszyu trash, but your boy need a tune-up. Okay.
We're gonna get to that, because Terrence Crawford, he went over to the convention and made his ass the WBO to make him the mandatory for Tszyu and Mendoza winner. Now, okay, I'm just letting you know that.
I understand.
Now, Jamel. All right.
So you want Crawford to handle male work? I got you.
No. I ain't saying that now. Hold on. Because see, Crawford, what he's trying to do, he's trying to come in and trying to get the rest of the belts and be a third time undisputed champion. I know what Crawford doing, because he's already mandatory anyway. And they still haven't signed to see they're gonna fight at 154, 147. He's trying to probably drain them, So, but anyway, but still, and but what Jamel gonna do is, I don't think he should take the Tszyu fight first. I mean, any fighter, if you coming down in weight, all right, you gotta get back acclimated to that weight. You can't go straight down to 154 and continue on doing what you're doing. You're gonna have to still get acclimated to that weight. Then once you do that, then you back in the saddle. Okay, you back where you used to be. Right? Then get the Tszyu fight. Then when Tszyu and him fight, and yes, when he get cracked knockout, I guarantee you Jamel got a chin too. And
He do.
Jamel gonna fight back. He
You
gonna
told me
fight
you were
back.
gonna fight back against Canelo.
Yeah. But when he felt
That's
that
what you
power,
told me,
he
man.
felt that power. It was something different then, right? He went in survival mode then. That's survival mode. When he felt that power, like he told Earl on the phone. Hey man, buddy, man, he can hit. He hit hard, right? But now,
Yeah.
Tszyu, I think that now Canelo got skills now. He didn't have skills before. Canelo now got the head movement, and now he got the footwork a little bit, just a little bit. And then so Mel fight Tszyu. Mel pretty much move. You know how he move around, and he throw that jab out there. And Tszyu is just trying to line you up, and ready for that one hitter quitter, baby. He's just lining you up and ready to let go that big right hand. Now,
Yeah.
I think that Tszyu, yeah, he can be a damn good fighter, but I still think I need to see a little bit more just side power. I would like to see more than just power. I would like to see him go in there and work. I would like to see him work on his jab, stay on that jab, and then come in with the 1-2, things like that. Just not power shots. I don't want to just see straight rights all day long. Because I mean, yes, the right hands, yes, he was slapping with them, and he started changing up. A knockout. You didn't see that. He started slapping with his punches, but they was hurting. They was
Yeah,
hurting Mendoza.
that boy
I
hit.
mean,
He hit hard.
yes,
Whenever he
yes,
throws, seem to land hard on you, bro. Tim Tszyu a dog, man. Like, so my thing with Jamel, he just got to gain my trust back, OG. If you like, I'll favoring Jamel in that fight. But if you look at how Brian Castano did in the first fight, you look at how he struggled with Canelo style. I ain't saying Tim Tszyu was as good as Canelo, but their style is the same: methodical, coming forward, trying to land big power shots, cutting off the ring slowly, backing you into the ropes, backing you into the corner. Those are things that Mel has struggled with, letting people get him to the corner, letting people get him to the ropes. And I just worry about the fighting emoji. You know how these fighters be, man. When they get that Canelo check, they be good.
yeah.
They be chilling. They. I'm not saying they don't come back, but they may not be as hungry. They
There
come
you
back,
go.
they may not feel like they got as much to prove, because it's different when you got that $10 to $20 million in the bank from a Canelo
That's what
fight
I'm about to
than
say.
before you had it. So those
Right.
are the questions that I have about Jermell Charlo, bro. Is he gonna be hungry when he come back? And then going up 14 pounds and then coming back down, what's that gonna do to your punch resistance? What did Canelo do to his confidence? Just a lot of questions. Whereas Tim Tszyu is hungry, trying to prove himself, trying to steal. He hasn't accomplished what Jamel has accomplished in the game. So
Right.
I would love to see that fight, but I'm with you. Jamel, he need. I ain't mad if he fight Bakram Murtazaliev in the IBF mandatory, and then maybe Tim Tszyu can get a title defense against Sebastian Fundora or maybe an Erickson Lubin or something like that. I'd love to see that fight, Tim Tszyu versus Erickson Lubin. So it's some good fights to be made down there at 154, man. I'm not mad at any of them. They got a lot of mixing and matching to do. As far as Spence and Crawford, they gonna fight, man.
Yeah,
They
definitely.
gonna fight. So the best thing for Tim Tszyu moving forward, see if you can get Fundora in the ring. But over Fundora, I don't want Lubin right now, because Lubin is the one that just beat Ramos. Even though Lubin lost to Fundora coming off of getting stopped. So I want to see Fundora kind of build himself back up. Lubin has built himself back up, and so I'd love to see that. Or that's a good one too. Tim Tszyu versus Brian Castano, fire.
Oh yeah,
Fire.
definitely.
Like he got some other options that he can work on. And then you know how it is, OG, as fight fans. You put Tim Tszyu in there with Castano, we're gonna be like, okay, Mel fought him twice. Let's see how you look against him. Let's see.
Right.
Let's compare the two. So I think that's honestly probably the best fight. Tim Tszyu and
Wow.
Brian Castano. I think that's a
Yeah.
damn good one. That's a damn good one. So that's what I think of that, man. I'm high on Tim Tszyu, man. He put on a good performance for me. I like what he did to Brian
I mean,
Mendoza. Now he got to leave Australia, because OG, these two boxes that we got up here on this goddamn screen, that's how big the ring was last night, man.
right.
They had them boy fighting in a little bitty ass ring, boy.
I know.
Brian
And,
Mendoza took a half step back. His back was on the ropes and shit.
yeah. I think Tim Tszyu need to leave Australia. You're right. I think he'll be a bigger star. I think he get better fights, because a lot of people don't want to go down to Australia. It just, first of all, it's too long of a flight. I think it's 1 day, something like that. They fought on a Sunday afternoon. And it was nighttime here, and a lot of fighters don't want to go down down under. A lot of fighters just like to fight in the States or somewhere like that. Matter of fact, Tszyu just got back from the States at the Charlo fight. So now now, Bud Crawford, I just want to say this. He was trying to get a fight with Tszyu, but right now, PBC is going to get the Earl Spence fight. Okay, and that's it. Okay, a lot of people trying to match him up with Canelo Alvarez. That's not going to happen. All right, now what is going to happen? I told everybody this already. He's not in the plans. All right, now Jamal is fighting Jose Benavidez. Okay, on the undercard, main event, co-main event, his brother. Now, of course, the winner of that fight, they said, "Oh, Demetrius Andre is gonna get Canelo." No, he's not. He's not part of that plan. All right. Now, I know it should be that way, but it's not. Okay. Because PBC now Canelo might fight Jamal and Benavidez. That's it. That's it. Nobody else. And that's what PBC is banking on. All right. Now, my inside source tell me that's what's happening right now. Canelo, Canelo's Canelo. So after that, maybe he can petition to fight, go up 21 pounds, and fight Canelo, but it's not, who want to see that? It's not realistic. All right. So, but that's what I see. But I see Earl Spence and Chance Crawford going at it at 154 in February. That's what I think gonna happen.
Yeah, so, me too, man. Speaking of them, man, I gotta get your thoughts on this, man. Roelly Romero's coach says that Roelly would have beat the version of Spence that showed up. He said imagine if Roelly would have fought that version of Spence, he would have got him. Anybody fought that version, they would have got him. Man, I don't even think Roelly could have beat that version of Earl Spence, man. What you think of Bullet? What you think of Bullet Gibson, man? Talking up Roelly like that, man, acting like Roelly is didn't just almost lose to a grandpa that was like 75 years old, man.
I don't know what's wrong with Bullet. I don't know. Maybe Gervonta is right. Maybe he's just a trash trainer, and all his fighters is trash. I don't know. I don't know why he's pumping Roelly up. And maybe he's trying to sell him some type of way. Roelly is not that good fundamentally. Now, he has that legal retardation strength. Yes, he does. But that's all he has. Roelly is not that fundamentally sound. But that's that version of Earl Spence. Now, okay, I don't want to say nobody. I want to hear y'all talking about KQ complaining. All right, I want to hear that shit no more. All right, but not complaining, making excuses. All right, I ain't making no damn excuses. All right, we all know what we saw. All right, but anyway, still, Roelly couldn't beat that version of Earl Spence. He couldn't.
I ain't picking Roelly to beat nobody. I just want y'all to know that shit, man.
You know what I'm saying? That old man was on Roelly ass, right?
He gonna act like Tank didn't break his goddamn chin, and then he got dropped by a fucking prospect with the same punch and sparring. And then the 40-year-old man had him. His mind so gone. Roelly trying to box and shit now. Roelly using lateral move, trying to throw out an ugly ass jab, man. If you don't get the fuck out of here, man.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Roelly, come on now. Roelly been over there in Mayweather Promotions for a long time, and he hasn't gotten no better. He got bigger, but he hasn't gotten no better. Now, Roelly, he was gonna fight O'Hara Davis. O'Hara Davis is from the UK. O'Hara Davis is a great fighter. I mean, he's not the best fighter, but he can beat Roelly. But now, all of a sudden, Roelly on medical leave. They don't know what's wrong with him, but he's on medical leave. Right now, I wonder why is that? Because he has the WBA belt, and we know who rock with the WBA. We know who rock with the WBA.
He ain't trying to fight O'Hara Davis. Yeah,
That's
he ain't
right.
trying to fight O'Hara Davis. They trying to get him something else, something bigger. O'Hara Davis might whoop that ass. That's why
he will.
Trying to get that fight, man. Shout out. So I got some news too, man, that I can share with you. So shout out Robert Singleton, 5-piece, no biscuit. Earl could have no arms or legs and still beat Roelly. Damn. All right, so the press conference. So the press conference for Devin Haney and Regis Prograis is this Tuesday. So I know that's gonna be my live stream gonna be about Tuesday. Now I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know that right now. So they got their press conference on Tuesday. And this is what Regis had to say, man. Regis say, so I'm hearing Devin lost a fight in Mexico early in his career, but he paid to take it off his record. If that's true, that's the weakest shit I ever heard so far in boxing. Press conference is Tuesday, and y'all reporters better not let this shit slide. He was up early this morning. He posted that shit at 4:16 in the morning this morning. So he just posted that shit today. What do you think of that, man? What are your expectations for the Devin Haney Regis Prograis press conference?
Okay, first of all, that comment you just made, listen, I don't want nobody to say I'm hating on Devin Haney or nothing, but hey, it is what it is, all right? One thing about it, Mexico, they are very crooked, okay? I know that for a fact, all right? Now, they fight a lot in Mexico. You can turn pro at a younger age over there. That's why they went over there. They let you fight in bars where you underage. All right, that's what Devin Haney was doing. I heard that straight from Bill. So I mean, but I believe it. No, now I haven't seen it or anything like that. But I won't put nothing past Mexico. And the police is crooked. I mean, everybody's crooked over there. The army crooked. Everybody's crooked over there. So I won't put it past it. Now, for Regis to come out and say that, you gotta have some proof, baby. You gotta have some proof. You gotta have some type of proof to say that. You can't have the hearsay. But I believe that press conference is gonna be lit. I believe that press conference will be lit because Regis is fired up right now. Regis is kind of fed up too because people are not giving him the respect that he deserves. Yeah, yes, he is a champion. Yes, he is a champion, but still, they're not showing him respect. Yes, he did fight Josh Taylor in the Super Series and did a damn good job, but he lost. They're not giving him respect for that. So he is commanding his respect. And he was not going to let a young man like Devin Haney out-talk him or outbeat him by out-talking him. So I can see right now. And Devin Haney, yes, he might be quiet. He might be subdued, but he know how to open that mouth. But I think Bill's going to take over. I think Bill's going to take over.
I was about to say, Regis losing that shit because it's going to be 2-on-1. Bill going to be talking for Devin. Devin ain't going to be up there talking shit.
Exactly. Because who been doing the talking his whole damn career? Bill Haney. Bill Haney has been doing all the talking. All right. And most guys don't even know what he's talking about because he's trying to talk street. Ain't nothing but going around in circles. That's all you're doing. Going around in circles. Oh, we're not going to fight him. We fight for the belts. Well, he got the belt, so you got to fight him. Right. But still and all, things like that. And people just don't catch on to it, so. But yeah, it's going to be lit, man. It's going to be lit.
Yeah, I don't know about the losing the fight in Mexico. If that shit, Regis got enough money. If that shit true, man, he need to find whoever that is and bring their ass to the press conference. That shit would be funny. I don't know nothing about that shit, man. But what I will say about the press conference, man, they need to get up there. They need to have a secret. I done said this shit. They need to have a secret agreement for somebody to swing on somebody else, talk about each other like dogs, and just. They got to get it in because, man, they going up against Floyd Mayweather on the same night. San Francisco 49ers got a game the next day. And they're going to have to sell that shit, man. They're going to have to sell that shit. I expect it to be a good press conference. I don't want no respectful shit going on. None of that. You know what I'm saying? This ain't one of them fights like Earl and Bud.
Charlo Canelo.
Yeah. Like, even that, it ain't big like that where they need to be respectful and all of that because the fight's so big, it sells itself. This fight does not sell itself, bro. Neither one of these fighters sell shit, okay? So they need to sell this motherfucker. They need to be on each other's ass. They need to be talking shit. They need to be going at each other. The Bill Haney that shows up to YouTube and shit need to show up to the press conference, okay? Right. The Devin Haney that be talking that hot shit on Twitter, he need to show up to the press conference, bro. Don't show up. And Regis, the same Regis talking all this shit, he need to show up to the press conference. They will be letting me down if they do all this shit that they've been talking and then get to the press conference and now they got mad respect for each other and they showing respect and and he's a champion. I'm a champion. We're gonna put on. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. I need them to be in there talking that shit, man. So that's all I got to say about it, man. Real talk. I just hope it's gonna be entertaining and something worth talking about. I want to be able to go live on Tuesday since I'm not live tomorrow because my Cowboys playing. I want to be able to go live on Tuesday, and they need to have such a good press conference that the whole show get to be about their press conference. I shouldn't have to find other topics to talk about. I should be able to just go in on all of the gems and the jewels and all the back and forth shit that they had in that press conference. If I'm not able to do that, they didn't do their goddamn job.
Now, let me ask you something. Did you find out the price of that pay-per-view? Because I don't think it's pay-per-view worthy, but still
I think it's $59.99.
$59.99, still too damn much, but that's okay.
I think it's $59.99. Okay. Plus your subscription or whatever. I'm looking up right now.
I got a subscription, so we should get it free, but that ain't how they looking at it. So, man,
we gotta pay for it.
Right, still gotta pay for it. You know.
No, they haven't announced. They haven't announced the official price yet. I'm looking.
Okay.
It just says, "Is this pay-per-view worthy?" Okay, so they anticipate somewhere between $60 and $70. So either $59.99 or $69.99 is what you can expect to have to pay.
Okay. All right. Well.
Yeah, man. So yeah, the press conference is Tuesday, y'all. Look forward to that. I don't know what time Tuesday. It's probably gonna be over there in LA, so it'll probably be like 3 p.m. our time, maybe even 5 p.m. our time. So 3 p.m. over there. So I'll when I find out, I'll let everybody know, man. But yeah, man. That's all I got, really, man. I'm done, man. You got anything else you want to cover?
No. I just appreciate everybody that came in last night. I mean, it was a long night of boxing. You know, long night of calling fights. I appreciate everybody in the CashApp, Super Chats. I appreciate everybody that came out on last night. We had about 3,000, something like that. And I appreciate you all. All right. Barney, I appreciate you, man. Your boy Tszyu won. All right. Appreciate you, man, coming in. All right. It's a lot of guys from Australia was in there, knockout. You know, and they rooting for their guy Tszyu, you know. So man, but we had a good time last night. We had a good time. So but with that, that's all I have, man. I will be live tomorrow at 11 o'clock a.m. I will be live tomorrow. All right. I will be live tomorrow at 11 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time, baby. And that's all I have.
Yes, sir. And I'll be live. I will not be live tomorrow. I'm not live tomorrow night, y'all. I'll be watching the game, but I'm gonna be live Tuesday instead. So my lives this week are Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night. And then the following week, we'll be back to our regular Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. But again, this week, I'm not live on Monday night. I'm not live tomorrow night. I'm live Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Got to watch my Cowboys play. But y'all have a great Sunday. OG, I appreciate you, man. Great call last night. Salute to everyone. Be sure to watch some boxing this weekend. We got some good fights coming up. Real quick, before I let y'all go, we got, let me see, boxing schedule. I like to give y'all this before we leave every Sunday. The boxing schedule you got coming up. Let's see. We got Jack Catterall and Jorge Linares are fighting on DAZN on Saturday. On Saturday. That's Saturday. You got Alexis Rochais back in action against Gervonta Davis. That's gonna be a good fight. That's on DAZN at nighttime. You got Joshua Buatsi versus Dan Aziz is fighting. And then on DAZN also on October 27th. The following week you got Amanda Serrano ending up October. Amanda Serrano and Danilo Ramos are fighting on the 27th. So we got a couple of cards. Joshua Buatsi, Alexis Rocha, and Jack Catterall all in action on DAZN this week. So be sure to check. Oh, and then here goes the link too. They'll put it in the chat for y'all. That's the link to the press conference for Haney and Prograis. So go ahead and turn on them notifications so you don't miss that press conference. It's gonna be fire, man. But I appreciate y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. We'll catch y'all live next week. And OG, you have a great afternoon and a great Sunday as well. I'll talk to y'all soon.
You too. All right. In peace.